Hey everyone, Travis here at the start of week 5 of the LCS in North America. This is day 1, joined by Doublelift of Counterlogic Gaming. How's it going, Doublelift?
I'm actually on TSM.
Okay. It's TSM, Doublelift.
Can we just reshoot the intro?
Hey everyone, this is Travis. Week 5 of the LCS day 1, joined by TSM Doublelift. How's it going, Doublelift?
It's great.
Yeah.
We just beat C9.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Well, now I'm confused because TSM. Whatever. Let's stick as dumb. So you guys beat C9 in a very, very, very convincing manner. How would you describe what you did to C9?
Illegal in most countries, honestly. No, we just out-rotated, or we didn't necessarily out-rotate them, but we had really good rotations for when we were ahead, because you can only rotate like how we rotated when you're in a winning position, and we just won like a bunch of random fights, small fights at first in bottom lane, and then we transitioned into like big dragon fights where we just kept winning. And I don't know, I don't think C9 understands how good Sivir is.
How much of that do you think was Sivir?
Well, a lot of it is like, I know what their plan was, so they banned me out. They banned Caitlyn Vayne because they know I've been practicing that, and then those two champions naturally also counter Sivir. So like I saw the thing where it's like they're gonna take Sivir away from me, and they're gonna ban my other champions that I used to counter Sivir with, which Vayne and Caitlyn. So it's like, oh god, like I need to first pick Sivir. So I did, and he countered me with Draven. And that matchup's like 90-10 for Draven, and I think Sneaky played it really bad. If I was in that position, I would just smash Sivir into the ground. Like it's a really bad matchup. He played it wrong, and then like we ended up going even, and I actually ended up winning in a matchup where I should just lose.
How much of that was Dexter, and how much of that was Monte Cristo for the past couple of weeks doing stuff for you?
Monty's good. He just like reinforces like good habits and introduces a lot of like new ideas on how we're gonna improve ourselves. Just really like it's just our roster. Like I'd say most of it is our roster, but Monty helps a lot too. So now that we have Dexter back, I can actually improve our synergy with our jungler because he's our real jungler. And I can tell him, like, we can communicate with him when we need pressure, when I'm in a losing matchup and stuff like that. And Dexter's honestly, like, really good at shot calling in the early game. Like, those dragon calls where we went, like, 4 for 0 kills, that was just all him.
Yeah, let's talk about that because CLG and Dragon have had a strange relationship over the past couple of years. I feel like for a long time you guys were known as the team that was just, like, did not care about Dragon. Then I watched a series of situations where you guys would just go to Dragon and die a lot. So what was the difference here? Was it just Dexter?
Well, those two things like naturally transition into each other. So like because we didn't have any experience with dragon, and then we tried to start doing it, other teams were more like adept at fighting dragons and like knowing how to control the area. And then now we finally realize like, oh, we need to like ward these spots and we need to like stand in these positions to make sure that we like win the fight or have like a good chance of winning the fight. And so now we're actually at the point where we're like getting down to the nitty gritty and like perfecting our dragon positioning and stuff like that. So like pulling it in the right spots and warding like at just like the perfect places. So yeah, like most of it is Dexter coming from Europe. He helps us a lot, but you know, we think for ourselves too. And now we actually try. We actually care about objectives.
Early on, there was a lot of Twitter chatter throughout that entire match between you guys. A lot of people talking about C9 or about you guys doing well and all that kind of thing, but there was a little bit of people sort of calling out Nien in the beginning of that. Do you think that he was struggling at all, or do you think that that's kind of unfair?
Yeah, Nien played that matchup, I think, pretty bad. Meteos didn't really gank top lane as far as I knew. I think Meteos really just camped bottom lane for the most of the game. So I don't really know what happened top lane. Nien, you know, historically he struggles sometimes in like lane matchups. But apparently Ball's Renekton is like the best Renekton in North America, so I can't really blame him too much. He just needs a little more experience playing the matchup, I guess. I think Shyvana's supposed to lose early and then like win during the mid game, but not by like 60 CS, which is what he was down.
Now, again, with the Twitter chatter, a lot of people just were like, is this CLG? Is CLG here finally? People were saying, I'm turning my CLG icon back on in the client. People have, it's like the, you know, wretched folks that have been living in the shell of the city that's been bombed out and destroyed are coming up from below ground and resurfacing in the hopes that they can now rebuild the glorious city that once was the CLG fandom. And I'm curious, are these people, like many times before, going to just find out that their hopes are false and that there's nothing really here but like broken dreams and shattered hearts, crushed hearts, broken dreams? Or is this a situation where for once like the radioactive, fallout from the nukes that have been dropped on you guys from, kicking Saint and all these different things in the past, is it finally gotten to the point where maybe civilization can exist again?
Can we just please dial back the elaborate metaphors? I feel a little uncomfortable right now, like I'm being attacked, maybe nuclear bombed. Yeah. But anyways, I just lost all my Japanese fans, by the way. Just everyone is just gone now.
Too soon.
No, it's not. Anyways, whatever. My point is, let's dial back on those metaphors. And yes, you can somewhat, like honestly, it's only been 2 games of that real roster so far, but the 2 games that we played, I think we've played really well, and I mean they've just been crushes. Like you can't count the first 3 weeks. I think people's biggest misconceptions is just erase the first 3 weeks from your memory because those didn't like exist for us as a team. That's not us. Like Link is playing jungle and like our duo lane. Right now, the way the meta is, your duo lane has to have amazing synergy with your mid and jungle. Like it's a 4-man unit and then top lane's on an island. Like Renekton, Mundo, Shiv, these champions do not like have any interaction with the rest of the team whatsoever. So like it's just the 4-man, and our 4-man just got scrambled around, messed up. I think in the first 2 weeks, me and Afra played really well, and we almost always won our lane. But it doesn't matter because we're just losing the game and making CLG look really bad. We don't have a real roster, so like don't count that as games. So yeah, you can kind of look at like how we've been doing so far with Dexter and say we actually do well. We like know how to do objectives. We team fight well. We pick well. Everything's going well.
Do you think that Riot will continue to count those as games?
Well, we sent in a request that we just erase those games. I think they're on it. They're considering it.
Yeah. So it's just Nick Allen at this point. He has to make the decision.
Yeah, he has to make the decision that those just don't count.
Would you like to, get people to tweet at him to see if maybe they can get that resolved?
Yeah,
at Riot Nick.
Yeah, at Riot Nick Allen. And also, I set up a WhiteHouse.gov petition as well.
Okay. To get those first 3 weeks of CLG cleared. Okay, so Dexter's here now. You guys, Monty's now left. What do you guys? Yeah, yeah. He died in the same tragic plane accident that Choster died in after he left, I think. Yeah. So how are you going to make sure that you continue to grow to the same way that you guys were able to grow with Monty without him around you?
Well, everyone on the team, it sounds really dumb, but like Monty, whether he's in person or online, like you just have to try your best to listen to him. And sometimes because it's online, because we're tired, because we like scrimmed for 9 hours and then he just logs on Skype and tries to talk to us, we're not as engaged as we would be when he's just standing behind us and we're actually like face to face. And we just need to try our best to respect him as our coach and make sure that like he doesn't feel like his time is being wasted. And another really big thing for us is just like personal motivation. We have like a top 30 challenger requirement on the team. You have to be top 30 challenger, and we're all like trying to do that. I think Nian's like Diamond 4, something like that. I think he's on his plat promos actually. No, I'm just kidding. We're all trying. Most of us are in challenger already. So it's just, personal stuff. Last season, I didn't really have that much personal motivation. And this season, like me and Afra are literally just playing the game nonstop. And I think it shows.
There's a really adorable picture of Link as the background of his girlfriend's phone. I was wondering if you had any statements regarding the situation.
I did see that picture, and my thoughts on that situation are just not appropriate to say on camera, honestly. I'm going to have to decline.
No comment?
No comment.
Understand. What is going to happen next for you guys? Like, are you guys going to beat TSM? Because, one of the things I tweeted was, all right, so CLG beat Cloud9. That means that they now must lose to Coast and EG in horrific fashion.
Yeah, we're going to get smashed by whatever the bottom two LCS teams are now.
So are we sort of back into where we were before, where you guys beat the top teams and then lose horrifically to the bottom teams?
I'm just kidding. No, I don't think so, because back then, like, we didn't have any structure, and we like outplayed the top teams in like raw skill, but we weren't actually like rotating objectives. We weren't like picking well or anything, and the meta was just way different back then. There was a bunch of like ridiculous assassins and pick comps going around, and now it's much more stable. Like you can actually, even if you're behind like 5,000 gold, for example, you can still outplay people because team comps are so like I don't know, more balanced. You have a tank top lane and you have like mass CC and damage coming from your 4-man. So like I don't know. We'll see. I can't say for sure that we're gonna win or lose any matches, but I can tell you that we're a lot better and we're gonna be a lot more consistent now.
Where would you, with the new roster, place CLG in the rankings for North America?
Honestly, because of how horrible the first 3 weeks went, I think we're just gonna be 3rd place. But I'm hoping somehow that Cloud9 or TSM like kind of falls apart, and that's, I mean, Cloud9's already at 3 losses, so we can definitely surpass Cloud9, and in that case we'd be 2nd place. But we're shooting for top 2. I think realistically, honestly, that with the way the scene is right now, TSM, Cloud9, and now us are probably going to be so dominant that the ratings will stay about the same.
Very good. You have any shoutouts, plugs, anything that you would like to say at the end of this interview? Doublelift.
Yeah, I do, Travis. Okay. Well, first to our sponsors, Razer, Azubu, iBuyPower, and NZXT. Nailed it. Yeah. I'm I'm in an advertisement with iBuyPower, and more details on that later, because I don't think I can talk about it right now, but it's really cool.
Is it like going to air during the Oscars or something?
It's gonna be really big, that's for sure. But I don't think
like a blimp kind of deal.
Yeah, like what's the one that died? The Heisenberg? Is that what it's called?
No, I think that's like a Breaking Bad reference.
Oh wait, what's a Breaking Bad reference? I'm confused.
Heisenberg.
No. Oh,
I didn't actually see. I saw. Have you watched any Breaking Bad? Because I watched like the first 4 episodes. And this is like super dark.
No, I haven't watched Breaking Bad. Everyone talks about it though, and that makes me not want to watch it because
I know, right?
It up. So I think it's stupid. But where were we? Oh yeah, and to my fans,
The Hindenburg.
the Hindenburg. There you go. I just threw up like a Crip sign. I'm gonna get like murdered on my way back home. So yeah.
Oh, so that's the end of CLG then.
What was I don't even know what these blimp references were.
With as much Archers you watch, I thought that you would get like the Hindenburg thing because of the episode with the blimp. Remember the episode where they go on the blimp and he keeps saying this whole thing is gonna blow up and it's like, oh, the humanity and all that kind of thing, but it's actually just a helium blimp. It's like the first season. I know you've seen this a bunch of times.
I've seen it, Travis. I just like playing dumb because it makes you seem dumb.
Well, maybe you don't pay much attention whenever you're watching Archer.
Okay, can we please move on now? I'm gonna shout out to my fans now, Travis. Thank you very much. I love my fans. Just thanks for supporting me. I think my fans are like masochists because they just really like watching CLG suffer. But maybe you'll be happy soon. Maybe.
Well, if they are masochists and you guys start winning, where will they move to next to continue the masochism?
That's a good question, actually. Probably just be a Coast fan or a Curse fan. Oh, that's the worst. I'm sorry. Rest in peace.
Anything else?
No, that's it. Thanks, Travis, for doing these interviews with me.
You're welcome, Peter. Yeah. So we're gonna go to the museum on Monday, right?
Yeah, we're going to LACMA.
Looking forward to it. Everyone, you can check out the rest of our coverage of the LCS and more at ongamers.com.
You know who Zeus is?
Who what?
Zeus, come on, man. Zeus?
Oh, from 4chan?
Yeah, he's been on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where he's from. Yeah.
Hilarious. That pose.